about it's more practical. We are going to introduce the local installation of Oracle NoSql single instance. Of course, as I said, NoSql, the databases, usually it's not for single instance. It is for big data. It should be distributed database. It is most scalable database. And then, of course, Oracle NoSql database is one of them. And then today we are going to introduce Kiwi Lite. It is one is the single instance database running in the local, and then trying to play with one of the IDE, and then of course based on plugin. Oracle provided two plugins, one for Intellij plugin, another is Eclipse. I think Eclipse, you also spend 1 hour time to demonstrate to you. Then I think you have a choice to whenever you choose the two of them, then you can continue to work with them. So let's start first, intelligently, right? Of course, we are going to show you how to install it. Of course, why we think that it is important, because several place, some of the students already feedback to me, even they cannot properly run Kiwi Lite, so single instance. Then some of them is, of course, you have to follow the official document, because not all of the version support plugin. So we are going to, then after that I'm going to two kind of connection. Of course, there has three different kind of connection with Intellij. One is in the plugin, one is for proxy, one of the for on-promising database, third one is on cloud. Of course, on cloud we have to has Oracle account, cloud account. Several things are a little bit complex things you have to know. For example, you have to know Oracle Cloud infrastructure. You have to know how to create instance. Inside the instance, you have to create this security policy. Then also user, other things you have to find out. Then you need to create. After that, you need to create. Of course, you have to create based on private key, generate the public key. After the public key, then you need to create the user based on an Oracle account, and you need it, because make sure the secure connection. That's a little bit needed to time to explain. So it should be different kind of lecture. But today we are just straightforward single instance Oracle NoSql database. Then how to install the plugin. Then where should do aware for that in terms that the version, other things. Then I will be explaining. So then I'm not going to introduce third one. I'm just going to successfully let you demonstrate two kind of connection in the Intellij. And then of course after that there should be intelligent setting. If you already installed successfully, install the plugin, this Oracle NoSql, the inside the tools is open the setting. Inside the tools, there should be appear Oracle NoSql item. Then you need to select the connection. Then you have a three kind of choice. On-premise database, cloud simulation. It is trying to simulate the cloud with the single instance, so you can able to develop. Then after that, we successfully connection should be look like that. Okay. Then finally we are going to summarize. After then we do some kind of work. Okay, let's start first. Let's start first the installation. Okay, so whenever you of course I already installed, but you should go to Oracle download. Then you have to find Oracle NoSql database download. Of course, related to this section, you have a chance to download the latest version of the Kiwi Store examples. Then, of course, based on your based on your needed, so you needed to download zip or whatever zip format, tab format if you Linux or Mac OS. Then also while you doing the connection with while you're doing the connection with of course we will be explain more, but there is a several language you can able to connect with Oracle NoSql. One is the Java. Today we are going to talk about how to Java, the drivers using the Java to connect with them. Second is JavaScript, then with the Python, then Go language. So they have a 4 type of language connection driver. So using while you developing the application, you can use them with such kind of language. Then of course you have a I think you also know the Spring, right? If you somebody who learning while using in the company Java, Spring is one of the very popular framework, right? Especially writing enterprise level of application. They provide very it's been called injection. What kind of injection? It's a very unique technique in the Spring, right? So it is also provided for Spring, and of course, so first things you should download this one. Then, of course, after that you have to second steps you need to download the Java because we need to use Java driver. So while you open it, joystick key, you will be open the GitHub. But some students directly go to here, then download the zip file. This is source file. It's not the place you need to download. You need to the binary file. So you needed a little bit download. Here's the place, release number 5. So you can find the latest version, or you can go to open another page. There is an older version you can find it, so you can download it, latest version here. So that's you need it. That's you need. After that, you download the 2 of them. Basically, it is look like that. This should be Kiwi Store should be look like that. You take this. I download the example same time. I put it same place, but basically it should be like this. There should be a Kiwi client, HTTP proxy we will be using later on. JSON. I mean, there is a lot of library you need it, but that's the driver. Use the Java Java driver. You will be use it later on. This Kiwi Store. Then second one is of course Java GDK, not Java GDK, NoSQL driver with the Java, right? So it is. I'm already downloading somewhere. I think already download. I'm already download here. Not here. I think I put this in the. Let me. No. Scroll. Key. About that. Let me a little bit scroll down here. Yes, yes, I already downloaded. It should be look like that. Okay. So after that, after that, I have to check. I have to check this is a Kiwi store whether it's running on. So uh, that's not. It's already running, but I'm trying to stop it first. That you say what's happening. So stop. Shut down the services. Just type the Control C in the Windows. I think in the Mac is Control Command C, something like the Control X or something like that. So in order to run Kiwi Store, the database, with a simple one, Java, you have to, a prerequisite should be you already installed Java. So you can able to run it, Java. Then this library, you have to include it. Kiwi stores, then Kiwi Lite is name of, then secure configuration. In order to make the simple connection, I'm using the disable that the secure file. So I don't necessary to provide a more credential security in order to run the simple process. So it's first I'm running this database. The second is I'm going to run the HTTP proxy through the HTTP proxy. They listening the local port, right? Local host. This is local host, 5,000 port. Then what's the verbose true? It means give the more details while running. So it is then just type it. So it is should be runnable. You can say they say the port, the Kiwi store, name of Kiwi store, admin or something like this. Then I'm going to type it now. Use the proxy. Then you will be see if there is successful make a connection already started the service. Then you will be see this information just like that. For example, what's the HTTP default port, and then the secure protocol, the version. Did I type it? Oh no. So starting, and I think it's successful. So and at that moment, it should be fine. Then I'm going to connect with my IntelliJ. Of course, before then I'm connecting IntelliJ. I have to know because not all the Oracle database connector, provider not all of the IntelliJ is supported, but they provided version, so you can able to select them. For example, of course, I installed Ultimate as well as I also tried it Community, so it's no difference between. But you need to check. For example, I already downloaded 1.36 the plugin. Then I also downloaded 2001 to 2 version in the IntelliJ. So I downloaded with the Windows zip here. I think you can able to check. I think I'm already done here. So 2.2 version, then as well as the 1.3 zip. So you can then first things that before that I have to, I have to check my where's my plugin. I think it's plugin. Let's go to plugin. Then first things while you open it, you have to install the plugin. Then let me wait sometimes. Then here's you can able to install it through the install plugin from disk. So you can I already download this disk. You don't necessarily extract the plugin. As I said, this is a proper version should be provided with where it is IntelliJ is 1.3. Where is the 1. That one? So I needed to directly select the zip file. Then okay. Then it should be let me restart. They say let you restart, but actually I'm already installed it, so I'm not going to restart again. So that's it. Tools after then you install it, then you can you can able to see the version. By the way, I'm going to show you which version of IntelliJ. It is a 2021, 2021 2.2, right? Community version. That's no problem. Then of course we talk about the plugin. The plugin version is 3.1.330. This has already been tested. Then after the new successful to reload, you can able to see this three kind of option: cloud sim, cloud, and I mean this one we will be introduced in the maybe next time, not this time. But first of all, I'm going to connect with the simulation, cloud simulation with the single. I'm going to, I already selected GDK here. Then I'm click OK. Then what will happen is that's all the table in your the connection with this table. You can able to see these things. So for example, I'm going to open, just run it here. There's nothing show it. There's no, you can able to see this table in attribute, for example, table, each column, index name, something like this. So this, then also, for example, let me check this one. I think there should be some. There is something error. But by the way, we make that successful connection right now. Then also, I'm going to, if something wrong, you cannot able to say this plugin. For example, I'm going to change connection, for example, 8081. For example, if I'm make this wrong connection, you will be see the you know, error. They say something like different kind of prompt. You will be say it. Then that's the first one. Then second is so this is a sim cloud. I mean simulation of the NoSql cloud database with Oracle NoSql database, and the second one is a on-premise database. So this is a very similar. I'm not going to use an SSL. Then if you use it, you have to create private key, public key, then also you need to store in the Java store. So it is security related to things we will be figured out in the future. But now I'm going to use this port. As you know, this port is coming from here. The HTTP port is 80. So we closed that secure port. So this is nothing here. Show it. So let's start the 80 port. So while you apply it, you can immediately say these things. Yeah, by the way, while another things I'm going to create the project. While I'm creating project, you can able to say I'm using the you can able to see one of the option, right? Oracle NoSql example. Then you needed to go to next. Nothing, you don't necessarily to choose any of them. Then choose the SDK. I think SDK folder with the lab folder, right? Then I'm going to next. Then they will be let you select, give a name of project, NoSql, for example. Then while you finish it, let me open new window. Then you can able to say very simple, very several example of Vista Java. So it's a basic table of example. Maybe let us. So it just look like a template that you can reference, because we using the Java driver. So instead, I mean, we're using Java SDK to demonstrate some simple example. So that's the example that you can reference it. Then based on you can learn it, then you can apply it in the future. For example, here's they're trying to delete something in the table, and this one maybe probably create something. I'm not going to dig inside of them this time, but the main purpose is you needed to use this environment using the Java, using these tools, then as well as the plugin successful connected. Then you go back to refresh your mind. Then I think you needed to learn more after that. If you make sense after using the tools, then you can keep up learn with the other things together. The final one is, of course, here's about this special category URL document here. So in terms that all, if you're using IntelliJ plugin, you have a lot of how to say tutorial you can follow with how to work with simulation or something like that. Of course, I learned from here. Then I'm trying to deliver this knowledge to you by So that's all about today's topic. I hope you get a little bit sense of how to use NoSql database. Then you can try to practice in the lab time, whatever in your home. So that's all about